game director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Excitement's real.
Last year, we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then, the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game. We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play. And in the countdown video leading up to this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West. But now we have something truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any longer. Let's get right to it.
Yeah, someone already said it in the chat. Leg.
Oh shit.
Easy, easy.
Oh my god.
You're safe.
Jesus.
Here. Wait, what happened? Where's Erend?
Ambush. Ruins are crawling with raiders.
This is a
They hit our
fucking
camp hard.
cross-gen game.
We ran and they chased us down. Aaron was away from camp. Scouting. I bet he's still out there.
What was left?
Raiders got machines on their side.
Everybody live?
Claw Striders.
You watching right now, Nelson?
Yeah, I
You
was
should
just
go
wondering
after
if
Aaron.
anybody's on the channel watching.
If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
No, you're injured. I have to.
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out. Get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the polygon count.
Look at the density of the trees, man. And the water.
What are
It's
raiders
freaking
doing?
insane, man.
This is a cross-gen
Aaron
game,
is
dude.
okay.
This is getting me really pumped for the next couple of years.
Holy shit. This is a freaking compressed video we're watching.
I know, this is 1080. Dude, no way.
It's not even 60 frames, right? Due to YouTube's compression.
Yeah, it's probably 1080, 30.
Uh-oh.
Anywhere between 30 to 40.
When I upload, it's usually 1080.
Oh, Nunaya is here. He says, took her water bottle. Hi, what's up, Nunaya? Yeah, it's about to hit the fan right now.
Raiders. Riding machines. This is not good.
Oh my god.
Better be careful. There might be more. Yep, another one.
Fuck.
I need to get clear. That was close. I can't shake it.
Shit. Enemy God is here. Fatal is in the live stream.
We go.
Fatal is in the YouTube chat. What's up, Fatal?
Fatal Manifesto?
Yeah? I think he's taking a break from Game Pass.
These guys won't give up.
Still putting one asset.
Alright, shit's too crazy right now to talk. What's up, Fatal? What's up? Oh, Anime God, say something.
Machines.
Fuck, look at that underwater shit, dude.
Holy shit!
I think you guys need to ramp up the volume of your mics.
Oh, don't mind me.
Watch your mouth.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Current's strong here.
You hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Quick.
Can you guys hear us now, Fatal? I think I increases the volume of the mic.
Who's Fatal? Nelson Gaming?
No. Fatal Manifesto.
Oh, from
He's the round table. Yeah.
oh, I used to be in there. They kicked me out.
Oh my god.
They kicked me out for over politics. Gaming Discord.
I have friends, okay? Not just the ones you slaughtered.
Dude, this Desma engine is fucking nuts, man.
Trouble.
This is cross-gen too. Could you imagine it?
It's a fucking cross-gen game, you say.
What's the language for the thing?
Oh, that elephant.
You guys wouldn't be laughing if I had my hammer.
Enough. Get moving. Someone in the chat, Xbox better my ass.
Any Xbox in the chat right now? We are gonna address you guys later.
Someone was, no, I'm watching the PlayStation stream. Someone goes Xbox.
Fatal says Game Pass better. Yeah, dude. When it comes to value, how you define value is something subjective, right?
I gotta help Erend. I'm dealing with
Elite
injustice.
HVM is here. What's up, my brother? Hit the like button. This is crazy ass shit, man. Have you seen anything like this shit right now? This is not even fucking a native 4K we are watching. Look at the grass, the details. Shit.
Will do.
Yeah, got it.
This must be Erend's camp. Raiders made short work of it.
Filthy awesome.
Remember this grass?
My family's gonna miss me in this game.
Dude, that the debut trailer was not indeed CGI, right? Oh,
You think you can hurt me?
Yeah, I do.
we're still in the beginning, people. 14 minutes of gameplay, remember?
All right,
Shit.
to the hunt. Raiders said they were heading for the old bridge. Maybe I can cut them off.
Where you going?
Better get to higher ground.
Como
find
mami
a way.
llegue. Tu mai. Ah.
I'm gonna go back and watch this. Usually after they do the live stream, they'll upload it in 4K.
She can't come in here. No, she can't. I said no.
Yeah, you're saying something, Nelson?
There's the bridge.
Oh,
Well, he just got a haircut.
You think I know a way to get there fast?
oh, afterwards they usually put it in 4K.
Yeah.
You can watch it later.
That's true.
Gotta be careful.
I gotta stick him outside.
These environments look unreal. Look at those waves. Yeah, Nanaya says the same thing. Gotta be good to see the clear feed after this.
Call him.
That should do it.
Super fast hack.
Help's on the way, Errant.
Wouldn't it be crazy for Sony to say releasing on PS4 and PS5 in October, coming to PC later?
Hey, what?
About what?
That would be fucking crazy.
Why would they say something?
They wouldn't, right?
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
It's hard to tell. And they like say things, right?
Gotta keep moving.
Oh, that weapon wheel again?
That must have hurt.
Black Prodigy says PlayStation sucks. I'd rather play Game Pass. Who's you forcing you, man?
Stay ahead of me.
Why are you wasting your time watching this shit then?
Gotta slow you down. Oh, here he comes. Time to hit back.
What the fuck?
Shit. Oh my god. Look at the particle effects.
Oh shit!
Keep the energy, prod. That's what he's great at. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Got a freaking,
Oh, didn't like
what do you
that.
want to call it? A grappling thing and a electric umbrella. Mary Poppins on steroids.
Finish this.
Wanna compare shit to Zelda Breath of the Wild now?
Hey, look.
It's a little watery.
Glad to see me.
Might want to keep it. What's that?
You bet.
Chicken?
I owe you another one.
Come on.
Not too watery. But it's fine.
But this time,
Just let it
I have
sit.
a present for you. I found it, Italy. Huh? What you sent me for? Right before the Raiders got me.
Electric umbrella is the new meta. Nelson, what's up?
No. Let's see where this thing will
Mary
take us.
Poppins umbrella.
Who's this weird
Mary
ass dude?
Poppins.
Guess it's time for me to crack open a cold one like we always do.
You always said a storm was coming.
Yeah. And it's almost here.
Shit.
I ripped Xbox in the chat. That's funny. I hope they get
So
something.
there
on
you
that.
Anime
have it.
God,
The
can you
first gameplay footage from Horizon
ramp
Forbidden
up
West
your
running on
mic,
PlayStation
please?
5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
Yo. Yo.
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen
Okay,
in our
it's
gameplay
still going.
capture. And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, narrative director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Talk something, Anime God?
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Horizon
Still
Forbidden
low.
West is set 1,000 years in Earth's future after
hold on.
a global catastrophe. People live
Can you hear
on
me?
in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species. Giant,
Yo.
animal-like machines now roam the land, and they are extremely dangerous. The machines aren't the only threat in the Forbidden West. A strange red
The
blight
same
is spreading across the
stock
land,
footage,
and
right?
it won't be
We saw
long
already.
before it strangles all
Yeah,
life.
it was from June.
Aloy, our hero,
A little
is
bit of the new
only one who
gameplay
can
sprinkled
stop
in, I
it.
guess.
But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology
Fatal
they
is
need.
joining in on the
In
fun
this
with
quest,
Black
Aloy has
Prodigy.
sent her
What's up,
loyal
dude? He
friend
says, damn,
Aaron
Game
into
Pass
the
still better
remains
than
of
this
San
boring
Francisco
crap.
to find a crucial piece of technology.
Keep the energy.
Aaron
Keep telling
encounters
yourself that,
raiders
man.
from a rebel faction of
We're
the
gonna
Tanakh
break the
tribe.
shit down right
They
now.
are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the
Keep
power
the same
to
energy.
override machines. To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them. But first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight spots that allow free climbing anywhere in the open world. The pull caster speeds up climbing and can get you quickly out of trouble. The shield wing allows you to safely descend from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through strong underwater currents. And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat. Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option. There's a range of combos that have different uses and effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be used to knock back nearby enemies. The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down
Fatal
even
and
the
Black
stronger
Prodigy,
enemies.
you're most welcome to join the
A wide
Discord
array
right
of
now.
different weapons is quickly accessible
Let's
via the
have
weapon
a
book.
civil
A
debate tonight.
slingshot with adhesive grenades to temporarily stall machines. Bows with arrows that can strip armor and expose weak spots. A powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact. Smoke bombs to temporarily blind enemies. Or you can pick up weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons, and each of them can be upgraded on a workbench, but more on that another time. The player will need to be smart and creative.
Okay,
and
Nelson,
use
do you
all of the
honestly
combat
believe
options
they
we
are
have
gonna
shown
reveal
to deal with
the
a large
release date?
variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the
I
sky,
don't know.
claw striders and tremor tusks on land,
patiently waiting to see.
stepmores in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them in many forms throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power, and how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight. And this is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates.
Time to
closer
wrap it
launch,
up?
And everyone here at Gorilla can't wait for you to experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
Release date, release date. Come on. Nope. PlayStation exclusive, PS4, PS5. That's
I
it.
just wanted a date. A month. Give me a month. You don't even have to give me a date. Give me a month. People in the chat. Date, please. Please. Please now.
That's it, dude.
Shit. I just want a date.
Absolutely.
A month. You don't even have to give me the date. Just give me the month. Because I need time to go through the first one.
I think they're gonna save it for E3, don't you think?
I think they'll do a show in July and probably release it or something. Or late June after E3. I don't know. I can't believe they had one now. I thought they were going to save all that for a bomber. But then again, they're like, here's a remake of Virtual Fighter 4 that nobody even knew about. It's in Plus, brand new game. Like, here's another new PS5 game. It's an indie, but
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Battlefront, like,
That was
God. All right.
I'm
That
gonna
was a good
I'm gonna
30
put
bucks
it
for the
as
year.
simply as this, right? The best way to describe
CD keys,
what we
30
just
bucks,
saw
dude. I'm getting so many games.
was Horizon Zero Dawn moving into Horizon
And
Forbidden
plus,
West
they don't go away.
now
That's
has
a cool
the
thing, too.
quality that I have come to expect from only one studio in the world. Naughty Dog themselves, right? The scenery, the combat, the array of the way that every animation
I think that's it.
That is it. I just wanted a date,
Hmm.
a month, or an ideal.
I think for them to hype the shit out of this for being a standalone state of play, at least a release date would have been necessary, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't do one without the other. I didn't really understand why they were doing it in May, especially just Virtual Fighter 5 and their PlayStation Plus would have been enough for, you know what I mean? Show a couple indies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a huge amount of money, but probably 30-40 million dollars you put into that. That's pretty big game. I would have paid $40 for that, you know?
That's true. Okay. Okay then, Nelson, what's up? Do you have a couple of at least 20 minutes more? Shall we start our analysis and shit like that and move on to the one more topic which I mentioned? Nunaya, what's up, man? What do you think? Are you free to join the voice chat if possible? Anime God, I think he's fixing the mic right now. So Nunaya wants to join in. Nelson, it's gonna be great. Again, the trio, like day before yesterday.
Sounds good.
Just give me a minute. I'm setting things up and start.
Oh, you're gonna play it again?
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game. We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play. And in the countdown video leading up to this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West, but now we have something truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to
Did
wait
it
any
seem
longer.
like 40
Let's
minutes?
get right to it.
That's the point. Nunaya, what's up, brother? Is your mic set up? Good to go? Oh, you're setting up the mic? So, there are two topics we're going to discuss tonight. One is this reaction analysis of what we just witnessed during this gameplay live stream. Then we're going to address the PC Master Race and the bots, and even some sensitive PlayStation gamers who are completely losing their minds because Uncharted 4 is dropping on PC. what do you guys have to say regarding all these topics? We're going to talk regarding this stuff right now. Okay, Nunaya, have you done setting up your mic?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Am I low? I hope I'm not low.
I think you need to ramp up the volume a bit
Yeah, let me.
on your mic still.
Yeah, hold on.
How about now? So
Is that better? Is that better?
let's get down with this, right? Let's make this. Let's. But this time I'm gonna be serious, Nunaya. It's gonna be only lasting 30 minutes. We're gonna dedicate 15 minutes for this Horizon shit and another 15-20 minutes for the other topic regarding Uncharted 4 going to PC. So let's talk about Horizon Forbidden West, whatever we've witnessed, though it might be subpar because of the compression of YouTube. So, what's your take?
My take, I thought part of that high quality, just the overall cinematic look of it was very nice. It was bright, it was vivid, it was vast contrast. Everything was even and see that's hard. Even on a compressed video, I can tell
Yeah.
the detail of all of this stuff. It was magnificent. The water effects were great, um, and that I'm not even sure how it actually worked. Where it was the world, between where she was underwater and
Yeah.
when she came above water. It was like they were rendering two worlds at the same time, kind of like the medium or some crap
kind,
like that.
kind of like the medium, right?
It seems so seamless. Something like that would seem like that would take some loading time in order to process. But
Because there
I
is
saw no lag
loads of
between any of the
vegetation underwater, right? It's completely jam packed with polygons. It's not like scarce out there. Did you see the underwater segment? It was filled with
Yeah, it had a whole
details.
life down there.
Yep,
Looked like a whole different game down there.
absolutely.
Yeah, it was pretty magnificent. And one thing that I was mentioning, I don't know if you saw my comment where I was saying I was looking at how long the footsteps were actually lasting in the sand,
Oh,
and and how the actual footsteps inside of the water while they were on the edge of the water, how long the ripple effects actually affected it. It was pretty
mhm,
significant. I was pretty impressed by the engine in general. It's a brilliant engine that Gorilla is working on right there.
absolutely. Mm. So, Nelson, the same question to you, dude. What exactly did you feel about this gameplay reveal? Did it blow your mind?
I was aroused in a way I have not been in quite some
Aroused?
time.
That's a nice way to put it. I think either Ghost or Cyber Dragon would have retweeted that shit. Anyways, how can you explain your arousal a little bit?
Well, the environments, the combat, the spear, like the spear was really like kind of weak. It's got like a power up and shit, and like you got lasers, guns. Like I don't know, I just got so much to like process. I gotta watch it again. Like there was so much shit run through my head. The
Oh,
underwater
and by the way,
environments, especially.
I was gonna
Damn.
say the 4K video is up right now.
Oh,
We're gonna
shit.
have we're gonna have to take a look at that because I went immediately to check.
Hmm. I think we're gonna watch the 4K shit whole damn day. Right. It's gonna be
Oh yeah,
incredible.
yeah, yeah. No, We'll come back after we actually get to watch that.
Yeah, absolutely. We can
Yeah,
talk
we'll definitely
regarding that
talk about this
stuff
next time.
later if you want to come get down to the complete analysis kind of shit. But based on my expectations, I think my expectations were absolutely more than met by whatever we saw right now. Just look at the vegetation, looking at the color palette, dude. Is there a single goddamn game right now which can push so many brilliant, as Nunaya mentioned, vibrant colors, right? It was like as if the game was rendering in vivid mode. You know, vivid mode
Right.
on TV?
Yeah, indeed.
That's how fucking intense that was. That's what I felt. The moment, see, there can be games which can be extremely engrossing and engaging. Bloodborne, for instance. But the color palette, it's usually like a three tone or a four tone kind of color
Or
palette,
dark
right?
tone.
Yep.
Yeah, dark tones.
I think this felt a few of the shots, they actually reminded me of God of War, especially the water segments, and pushed pushed that to the max. I don't think I have seen any so detailed vegetation,
Oh, the
especially.
face, like Aloy's or Eloy's, especially, man, her face. Like when they got up close, I was like, damn.
Dude, isn't it as goddamn close to as CGI, man? Really, when it comes to like the character models.
And
Yeah, it was incredible.
yeah, yeah, that was pretty good.
And the thing
But
is,
you know what?
everything was captured on a PlayStation 5.
I
It's
was about to say something. I was about to say, the PS4 version is not going to look that much different than what we saw.
absolutely.
And isn't that to me is the crazy part? Is that they're going to be getting so much juice.
Yeah, I know. Even one though, like when I got my new TV, I popped that some bitch on like last year and hadn't played it in like 2 years, and I was like, oh shit, this is another level. Just with the new TV, it
Yeah,
just
dude.
blows shit out of the water, and it's what 4 years old.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great showing.
It it needs to run on a 1.8 teraflop machine as well, right?
Right, right.
But the main crazy part is we are gonna be foolish if we want to like desire a fully what do you say, realized world completely built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5 so goddamn early in the life cycle, right? If you take
Exactly.
every single goddamn console generation for the moment, for instance,
Yeah,
right
can you
from
imagine what the third one of those bitches is gonna look like? They'll probably have it. They'll have it out in this generation. Holy dog nuts!
just take an example, for instance, do you remember the initial gameplay of Infamous 1, and just compare that shit to Infamous 2, or even the Resistance Fall of Man, which was the first game. Compare
Or even
that.
Oh my
Uncharted
goodness,
1 to
yeah.
Uncharted 3
Yeah, dude,
or
that's
2.
crazy, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
on the
that's
same
true.
platform, on the same platform.
Same platform, yeah.
See, The Last of Us Part 2, dude, nobody can believe what Naughty Dog can achieve on a 1.8 teraflop machine, right? So you cannot discredit for the amount of information, amount of like experience of them working on a platform exclusively. That's what is great with exclusives, right? They receive a huge chunk of time and good amount of revenue as well as budget, and they need to completely focus on a single SKU. That's why people can pull that shit on exclusives, right? Because they get the backing of these big ass companies like Sony and Nintendo, for instance. I still do not know how Nintendo can even pull, and
Zelda,
yeah,
a
Zelda
huge open
on a
world on a little
fucking
goddamn handheld
Switch, dude.
device.
It's a huge ass open world game, right? Do you know the specifications of the fucking Nintendo Switch? Even
Yeah,
that. So what I'm saying is, looking at what we are looking at right now, the damage control, has already started. Did you guys? I I was having a field day. Nunai, you're listening, right? I was
Yeah, I
having
got you.
a field day on Twitter in the past couple of days where people were pissed off just because there was all this hype surrounding Horizon Forbidden West. There was like, they need to go through multiple storms right now on Twitter. I'm just talking about these Xbots or
Yeah,
fanboys.
I'm going through multiple storms, dude. Like I can't concentrate on one thing because they keep slapping me in the face with new shit.
And
Like, yo,
$70
let me have
shit.
a minute. Let me have a minute. Let me have a minute. Like,
$70
say
fucking
some
shit.
for tomorrow.
Dude, they need to completely damage control and try to defend their shitty asses without games. When Returnal dropped, they tried to downplay the shit out of it. Have you guys seen the NPD? It ranked number 8 in the top 10 selling games for being tracked for 1 day of sales, dude. How crazy is that, Nunaya?
It's a niche game.
It's a
too.
niche game,
Like,
AAA, and it's a new kind of like, we have never seen a bullet hell roguelike shooters for
yo, the
$70.
destructible environments, dude. That's
For
awesome. I miss that on
$70.
Gears when Gears used to have destructible environment when they had
The game
Epic
tracked
working.
1 day, right? It released on April 30th. The NPD was for the entire month of fucking April, and the top selling game was MLB The Show 21, the number 1. And at number 8, and number 3 was Miles Morales, and at number 8 you got Returnal for 1 day of sales. It's on the top 10.
That's great.
That's a good thing.
I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. Yep.
Still
They
happy,
deserve
right,
it.
dude?
Yeah, I'd love to see Returnal, like a Returnal 2 or something of that
You,
nature on
you
Unreal 5.
one more point I'd like to bring up. I'd like to read this tweet real quick. Nanaya, I want your honest opinion. You know slow-mo backslap, right?
Who?
Slow-mo backslap from the Brap. What do you say, podcast?
Nah, I'm not familiar.
You're not familiar? What
No.
about you, Nelson?
What's that? What was the thing? My kids are fucking killing each other.
I'm talking about a guy called Slow-mo Backslap. He's a regular on Brap as well as Mooch, Crossfire podcast.
Okay.
So the thing is,
I'm sure I know his voice. Most of the time when I'm listening to podcasts and playing a game, I don't really
no,
watch,
I love
so I don't
his
know.
opinions. He's more inclined towards Xbox or whatever. But the thing is, the kind of misinformation people spread, right? I'd like to pinpoint that, whether they like it or not. So that's how it is. But the first thing he wanted to say regarding the NPD chart was, I'd like to just give me a minute. I'm gonna go through that. Anything? Did you guys want to talk about this Returnal, this Horizon reveal? Anything which stood out the most? One is the electrical umbrella. Anything else, Nunaya?
Electrical umbrella.
Environments, the underwater, the grappling hook,
Yeah.
dude. That makes that shit turns it up to another level. Like being able to escape quick and shit.
Yep.
You could drop
Yeah.
from above and shoot from above and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I just think the overall presentation.
jump off a mountain, you know what I mean, and come down with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. See how far you can go down.
So I'm gonna read this statement he made, right? So just give it a listen, real quick. He says, MLB The Show 21 being the number 1 best-selling game of the month of April, while also launching day and date on Game Pass, will signal to other publishers who are on the fence about doing day and date that Game Pass won't hurt them. I fully expect to see another game or two do it before the year ends.
You expect to see another what do it before the end of the year? Another what?
Every year, MLB is in the top 3
Dude,
the month that
shall I read out? Shall I read out my response to him? He did not respond me back, but this is the response I sent him. I said, "Ain't this logic flawed? It's not the number 1 selling game of the month on Xbox. The reason it is number 1 of the month is because of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 versions that amount to the majority of the sales. I'd agree to you if day and date Game Pass Xbox exclusives like the Medium, Falconeer, Call of the Sea achieved the same top 10
See, the
status.
PlayStation pretty soon.
So, do you guys agree to my reasoning?
I mean,
I said it. MLB every year is the top 3 MPD just on PlayStation for the first month. It sells like crazy the first month, and then it trickles down because everybody gets that. You know what I mean? Like Madden.
Yeah,
That
that's
launches,
true.
they get it day one because they want to. It's a pretty short season, you know.
But isn't it great this year? Majority of the sales coming from the PlayStation 4 and 5 for all the
That's
pissed
every
off
game.
gamers because the game went day and date on Game Pass. Do you think?
That's every game though.
Okay, do you think
It was that way
the
before Game
majority of the
Pass.
game sales came from the Xbox side? No, right?
Nobody bought that shit.
No, right? Then why the fuck do you say a Game Pass doesn't affect the game sales? Because the game sales are coming from the PlayStation, right? It doesn't make sense.
right.
I
So
have
he's
a game on
basically
Xbox like 2
saying-
years because of Game Pass.
right,
No,
he's
I think
basically
Nunaya
saying that
got
they're
my
gonna
point,
go-
right? Nunaya, what do you think?
Yeah. He's basically saying that the Xbox sales are negligible in a roundabout way. It's saying that they probably would have sold as many as it sold on Xbox had it come out legitimately, like had
Yeah,
it been
without being on Game Pass, right?
right without being on Game Pass. And I disagree. I believe it probably would have sold better on the Xbox platform had it not been on Game Pass. That's just
100%. Everyone's the people that even know about MLB are people that are on Game Pass because people who play Fortnite, Call of Duty don't know what the fuck Game Pass is and they don't care.
right.
Anyways, they're getting wrecked
So-
by me because I'm playing crossplay just for the fucking fun of it. But one great thing is what MLB as a company did, like forcing the hand from Sony to make the game multiplayer or leave the franchise, right? One great thing is I'm seeing more players spend real life money to buy stops, which is the virtual currency in the game. They are looking forward to those numbers, basically. So,
So-
anything else? Yeah, Nunay, you're saying something?
No, I was about to say. So I mean, well, as Xbox is approaching it, I'm assuming that they maybe you can speak to it because I'm not playing MLB the Show, so I wouldn't know. Would
Okay.
you say that there's more or less engagement with the game since it's been on Game Pass?
You're asking regarding
far
the
as-
engagement.
I don't get
I'm
on my
asking
Xbox,
But the
you.
problem-
but nobody's really playing that over there.
No,
now, it was like
Nelson, the thing is, the main problem with a game which requires too much of attention, too much of like investment, time investment, right? I don't think people who are subscribed to Game Pass who get MLB The Show 21 have that kind of freaking patience to stick around with the game throughout the year, or else they are not going to enjoy the game. If just giving you an example, Nanaya, if you do not play the game for a month, at least a month or a couple of months, it's gonna be extremely hard for you to like pick up a controller again and crush while playing ranked. If you want to enjoy the game just casually, that's fine.
Right.
But the thing is, if you want to enjoy the game casually and if you want to play the game for a prolonged period of time, it's better to buy the game outright, because who knows when the game's gonna go out of Game Pass.
Well, if you just want to experience it, then I understand why the game
Just
Pass
like a
model works
trial
for you.
or like a demo or a fucking experience, first-hand kind of thing. That's what is good with Game Pass, right? It's like a trial service, trial rental service. People
Of course.
claim that they got to experience so many of these indie titles which are getting the spotlight because of Game Pass, which they wouldn't have outright bought. That's their winning statement.
And although that is true, there is a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I
because-
agree. There is truth to that, but the problem is aren't they gonna lose more third-party exclusives? Because these third-party developers and publishers are not foolish, right? They're gonna look at
No,
all
they
these
did a lot of
statistics.
movies, but that's why they took a cut from you. They get 30% of sales to like 12. They only get 12 now because people are like, "Yo, we gotta develop 5 devices. We ain't selling shit over here." So unless you're gonna cough up 100 million to put that shit in Game Pass,
Just
forget about it.
just look at the flip side of that shit, man. If you are the boss, you're gonna be the person who actually demands attention, who is gonna be the most desirable right now. Which is the most desirable console, which is in the next gen, current gen gaming space? It's only one, the PlayStation, right? If you're gonna go to a console which is towards, what do you say, this niche market, which does not hit those new generation kind of features, I think it's the Nintendo Switch. Why the fuck are people gonna care about an Xbox right now? Until and unless they are gonna get a paycheck just to put their game on Game Pass. You might have seen the sales of even
You're not gonna get Resident Evil 1. They're gonna want too much money. They're gonna start ignoring Xbox because they're gonna be like, "Yo, unless you're willing to cough up some big dough, we're not
dude,
gonna waste our time putting it
10%,
on."
20%
full-
sales is fucking pathetic, right? 80% of the sales are coming from the PlayStation right now on the third-party
Game
games.
Pass it's gonna go
Just
down and
just
down.
imagine this, Nunaya. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Xbox doesn't have any AAA bangers right from the
Yeah,
launch.
they don't have real games.
Since
Yeah.
almost like what's it again? 600 days.
Fuck.
Shouldn't they
half the
be
big
the
games
ones?
this year are only
No,
on PlayStation. They
shouldn't
should be the ones
shouldn't the
starving.
Xbox Series X and Series S people be the ones who would be jumping on Resident Evil Village? Who would be jumping on all these new games
Yeah,
from
it's the
third
only
party?
big game they've done this year.
Why the fuck aren't they playing? Why the fuck aren't they buying games or completing them?
Because they don't buy games, man. They're trained not to buy games. Don't you get made fun of every day for buying games? I do.
I got
Like, you bought a game, you fucking idiot. Like, okay, I wanted it. I have Game Pass too. I just don't want it.
see.
It's $1
That's my
and I
question,
can
right?
use it because
See,
I wanna
just
play it.
just to give you an example, Nunaya, I am gonna ask you this. We got Returnal, right? Many people, including myself, many people bought it for $70, right? When did we buy it? We bought it on April 30th, and within a week, there is the launch of Resident Evil Village. So, are we gonna support the game because we love it, right? So that's the reason we bought it again. But on the Xbox side, they did not get Returnal. They did not get shit after Medium, right? Shouldn't they be buying these games? Why aren't they buying these games? Because do
They're
you
not to buy games, man.
do you mean to say they have spent that $15 a month for Game Pass and are just patiently
They'll
waiting
play it
for
because
whatever
on
shit
Game
drops
Pass.
in there?
Yes, they are. I do it too on Xbox. I haven't bought a game in like 2 years because like I bought what was it, Man of Medina episode 1, and 2 weeks later it came on the Game Pass. I was done.
Oh shit.
That was the third time it happened to me. I'm like, I'm done. I haven't bought a game on there since.
Well,
And
it's a
most of the games
change
are
in,
they're already owned.
So
yeah, it's a change in how they want in the consumption habits. Okay, so you ask,
okay.
why aren't they buying games? Because let's use Resident Evil 8 for example.
Yep.
So Resident Evil 8, obviously a third party game.
Hmm.
It requires you to invest that $60 in that game.
Yeah.
In that, and the problem with that is, and this is an experience that you probably feel. I'm saying, to Xbox gamers,
Yeah.
that they probably feel like, okay, well, this is $60. That's essentially 2 months of Game Pass Ultimate. How many games am I going to play in this 60 days? Rather
Oh my
than
fucking
pay
god.
this one game. You see what I'm saying? So that's how
That's a
they
batshit crazy mentality, dude. Do you mean to say you're okay to skip on a AAA blockbuster movie, going to a
Yep.
theater, paying full price? Instead of that, are you gonna watch a bunch of shit, stream a bunch of shit on YouTube because YouTube is free?
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly how the
Then
consumer
how the
uh,
fuck
uh,
they say
is
it's the best
being told.
value in gaming, man? How
Yeah, I see
I
it.
do
I
not
see it on sale
understand
all
that
the time.
shit.
I have to come to Game Pass. I'll wait for that to come to Game. I do it too. I do it too. I'm trained on that side, man. If I turn on my Xbox, I don't buy shit because I'm like, that might be in Game Pass in like 2 months. I'm not gonna buy that.
Aren't we getting more insight on this shit, Anaya, from Nelson?
Yeah,
We've been missing.
see, this is that's I know, right? That's what we were looking
I don't
for.
buy shit
No,
on it
I
no
mean,
more.
It's
Done.
been great having you, Nelson. You ask Nunaya, man. He's an OG here. He knows our
Fucking
clockwork.
3 days after I bought Man of Medina, it turns up in Game Pass. It's like, man, the only goddamn thing I would have played this year on goddamn Game Pass, and I just paid for it.
Fuck.
Paid that
well,
$180
you should feel
though.
good. You should feel good because you supported the developers directly. You know, I mean, it's not like some type of
Yeah, but I don't have
subsidized
to
thing
support
that
them
Game
twice.
Pass.
I barely used it. 2019 is like the only time I use Game Pass because I own most of the good games that are
But at
on
least
there.
you.
And shit, they've been out
Okay,
for
I'll ask
years.
you
I
one
bought it for
question,
like
Nelson.
$4.99.
Did you complete Man of Medan?
No, it wasn't very
No,
good.
right? Then you did a great job buying that game, so you can play that game 5 years from now, if at all it tickles your
That's
So here we
fancy,
go.
right?
Right.
it. Just was I was expecting Until Dawn level, and it just didn't really. Yeah,
Until
I'll try it
Dawn
again
is like
sometime.
one
When I can play
1,000 times better than Man of Medan.
I only got like an hour into
Anyways,
it,
I'm
so.
yet to play that game. I played the demo. I'm planning to make a live stream out of it because I love survival horror games. So, and did you guys see the latest trailer of the third one in the Dark Pictures
Quit.
anthology series?
Fuck.
Which one?
Suck.
The third
The
series of Until
House
Dawn?
of Ashes.
Well, House of Ashes? No, I haven't seen
Yeah, I think it's good. It's like it has a different setting and shit like that, but it's gonna be that bite-sized game, that 6 to 8 hour kind of game. But I love that butterfly effect kind of shit, wherein you make a certain decisions and it can completely ricochet and completely change into different outcomes. Right? It's always fun to go back and experience. So that's the reason I love Detroit Become Human, man. It's extremely well thought out and well put out game. What do you have to say regarding Detroit?
Detroit and Until Dawn are both phenomenal.
Yeah, you can absolutely debate it to be a walking simulator, definitely. But the
It's
thing
a
is,
cinematic game.
it's a cinematic game.
And people will say, "Oh, that's a walking whatever." It's like, did you play
See,
Walking Dead? Yeah. Do you like it? It's the same goddamn concept. You fucking momo.
but one thing is, even if they allowed it, I'm gonna love playing that game at 24 frames per second instead of 120 or even 60. I think 60 playing that game on 60 frames per second is gonna feel out of place, because that's the reason all movies are shot at 24 frames per second, right? For that cinematic look.
Yeah.
That's the one
They
game
just
I
don't
do
look
not
right.
want a 60 FPS patch.
I love how these Xbox dudes are like, "Oh, you guys like those movie type games, blah 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 blah, whatever," and they're always making fun of that shit. And then it's like, "What's your favorite game?" Metal Gear Solid. I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, you're dumb."
You know what?
You know,
Whenever I hear that, when they talk about
They're
the walking
trained,
simulators in the
dude. Like
movies,
they are trained to have this one and done and whatever, dude. Like you didn't play Red Dead. Shut up. Like you're stupid.
Shall I tell you guys
well,
one thing which completely like enrages me? They act as if Grand Theft Auto or even Resident Evil or even what else we have, Yakuza, all these games, they're acting as if it's like the hidden gem and shit like that. All those things started on the PlayStation, right? The reason they received so many goddamn sequels was because how good they performed on the PlayStation. Do you remember Grand Theft Auto 3, man? On the PlayStation 2?
Banshee or whatever. Rode around on that all the time.
If that game would have bombed, we wouldn't have seen a huge chain of games, right? So I think Nintendo, Sony, even the early days, Sega, these are the brands which pushed so many franchises. That's the reason they are alive right now. So, okay, let's address the elephant in the room, the second topic of tonight. You might have read the title of the video, right? Uncharted 4 on PC. addressing the PC Master Race and Xbox fanboys disguised as PlayStation 5 owners. Do you know there's something which is extremely funny? The moment people say, I own both consoles and this is stupid as fuck, it means that they do not own both consoles. the moment the moment someone says I own both consoles and he gives a shit about a single console, isn't it delusional? If you own both the consoles, why the fuck do you care about one side more than the other, right? If the probability of heads and tails is equal, why the fuck do you want to toss a coin? That's my point.
I don't know. I got both, but it's like I bought a One X, and it was like, what did I get out of this? Red Dead, I got extra 300
flops, 6 teraflops.
60. Yeah, but it got its ass kicked by 4. All the best looking 9 out of 10 games, best looking ones are, and the other ones are multi-plat.
Let me put this straight to you, dude. Isn't the 1.8 teraflops right now has the best looking games compared to a 12 teraflops Series X? Is there something
Easily.
there?
I mean, Gears 5 Hive Busters looks awesome. I haven't played it on the Series X, but I played it on the One X. It looks great, but
okay, that's
it
fine.
don't look as good as last ones too. I mean, I didn't play it on the PS4 base though. So.
Mm-hmm. But the main problem is the only reason if you cannot produce results. See, have you gone through any of? I see a couple of patients who Nunaya knows this shit, man. Sorry for the analogy, medical analogy. Again,
bring him on, man.
I have seen a couple of patients who come down talking about the infertility, right? How they're not able to get kids, how they're not able to have that problem, right? The problem arises from both ends, either from the female side or the male side. There are multiple factors, right? From the ovaries, tubes, uterus, even the endometrium, how thick it is, how thin it is, what are all the hormonal changes, even stress levels, and even food. Even if you consume food which is rich in fish and especially pineapple and shit like that, it reduces the infertility, especially when you are in the early stages of the menstrual cycle. But the thing is, if I notice a constant inconsistency when they explain this shit. So this is happening with Xbox. I'm going to give an example. The moment if you do not produce results which are palpable, you're going to claim my dick is 6 inches. Why am I not getting kids out of it? Got it? What I'm saying? The moment you're unable to produce results, you're going to talk about the hardware. It's huge. My hardware is huge. Why the fuck am I not getting the results? That's the question
How do you think it's a huge unit?
That's the question I asked them. If your hardware is so huge, why aren't the results happening? If your dick is so goddamn big, why aren't you making your wife pregnant? Right?
The tools haven't arrived. That's what it is. The tools.
Fuck your tools with your right hand, dude. It doesn't matter. I completely do not understand. That's the problem, right? See, as
12 2-flop inches, but that shit always flaccid.
The one thing is, results matter in this goddamn world. See, if I'm going to give you another simple example, you can think this to be a rant or a ramble, whatever it is. During my childhood, during the schooling, every single exam, at the end of it, I was competing with this one girl who used to we used to go to and fro when it comes to being the topper in our class. But the thing is, if you're a topper, if you get those results, nobody's gonna question you like what exactly went through. They're gonna ask you like, how did you prepare for it? What are all the additional things? Did you go for tuitions or any other shit? What I need to do? But if there is a guy who's a constant failure, do you ask him? Do you asking, how many hours did you study a day? You failed the exam, right? So, how many hours did you study a day? What energy drink did you drink? Did you have Kool Aid? Whatever the shit you were doing. Nobody gives a fuck. Everyone wants results. If there are results, people are gonna notice shit. That's how straightforward it is. If you bring in results, that's what is happening with Sony, right? Right from the PlayStation 1, 2, in the second half of the PlayStation 3, then in the PS4, now with the PS5, so goddamn early, they are getting the results done. Instead of just talking on and on and on about the PlayStation 5's architecture and shit like that, they had this Mark Cerny speech in very early on. Nowadays, they are only focusing on games, right?
They just talk. Oh, I got quick resume. Like that's cool, dude. You've been talking about that for 6 months. We know, aware of it. That's cool, man.
Do
Good for you.
do you have any analogy to compare with this, Nunaya?
I don't know that that the one with the tools is pretty good.
Yeah,
But
the tools are coming. The tools are
yeah,
maturing, not even
the
coming.
tools are coming. Wow, that's a double entendre. I see what you did there, Doc.
The tools haven't matured. That's the second
Yeah,
version
they
2 of
haven't.
it.
But it's obviously deflection because
Self-reflection, right?
no, it's a lack of self-reflection. Yeah, because it doesn't require you to look inward um, into what the shortcomings are and come to grips with those shortcomings.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and maybe this is just my philosophy, that a lot of people are too hung up on the issues that surround them, and they let the criticism bring them down.
Yeah, that's true.
So they let the problems that they have empower. I mean, or take away the power from them. But the way you take away the power from the situation is if you accept your shortcomings
Yeah.
and work to build from them. And that's something that seems to be lacking, especially from that side of the community.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. So,
I really think there's going to be a multiplayer aspect coming later too.
for Horizon Forbidden West,
Yep.
I think
do.
I'm gonna disagree on that, because I don't think
Like Ghost,
yeah,
with the grappling hooks and the parachute and stuff, they've already thought of it.
I think so, dude. That's gonna be like completely out of place if you think about it. I do not think they're gonna
Like
push it
factions,
initially.
we're gonna get factions here.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll put the multiplayer on PC too. Watch.
So, what exactly do you expect from Horizon to Forbidden West if there's a multiplayer aspect to it?
Like a factions, you know what I mean?
Similar to that?
Like team battle. Yeah.
So there's one team of creatures.
Or like Ghost. Who knew about that? Legends or what it was called?
Yeah, the Ghost
That's
thing
really
was
fun. Multiplayer,
completely
too.
like a surprise thing. So,
But they could put more into. That's a lot bigger team. Like they got 350 people at Gorilla, and Sucker Punch is like 180. They're double the size.
okay. So the
I
thing
just
is,
seen they updated their stuff like just the other day because I've been looking because it was at 200 forever. Now they're at 350.
So the one more thing is, I was talking about, there are a bunch of dudes who are actually expats who behave as if they are Sony fanboys, right? Just for the sake of winning an argument. They think, I am a Sony PlayStation gamer since so many goddamn years, and I'm completely irritated because Sony is putting more and more PlayStation 4 exclusives on the PC. Uncharted 4, because this was like a rumor, not official, but Uncharted 4 is eventually coming to the PC, right? Did you guys see that news?
Mm-hmm.
So
They already said a long time ago there was a whole slate of games coming.
that's
They're all
true.
old. They've all been. I mean, they were all like, you know what I mean. I think the first Spider-Man will come too.
Hmm.
But we already got Miles Morales, and that'll probably be like next year. We'll probably be looking at gameplay footage of 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there are a bunch of dudes who were like, fire Jim Ryan. Um, it's literally incredibly taxing to follow PlayStation. I've been an avid fan. I'm unable to take this shit. I'm gonna rip the Uncharted 4. One dude literally broke the disc of Uncharted 4 and took a video out of it and posted on Twitter because he's pissed off because a 5-year-old game is coming to PC. How crazy is that, man?
Yeah. I'm old, man. Like that's as old as my oldest.
So this was a response from me. Like, I'm just reading it out. I mentioned. Let me get this straight. Does a
Like, look,
5 year
are you
old?
gonna buy a PC and wait for 5 years to play Uncharted 5 if it comes out?
Yeah, that's what.
I'm
Here's the
not.
response
Like,
I sent him. I told him this. Let me get this straight. Does a 5-year-old Uncharted 4 going to PC stop you from buying industry-leading AAA GOTY PlayStation 5 games at launch like Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Final Fantasy 16 Forspoken, Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, or Intergrade? Hell no. So I even asked him, if the game gets released on PC, does it make your game magically not function on your PS4? Then what's the problem with that? See,
I don't know, and people got to realize too, like okay, the first one was made by 200 people, right? This one's 350. They got 350 new employees, and they're putting this money back into the games. You know what I mean?
so I'm gonna ask you one more question, Nelson. Be honest with this. If in the wildest of the dreams, this is not gonna happen 1000%, but just in case, I'm asking, do you own a high-end PC?
No.
No, right? Okay. This is a question to you. If God of War Ragnarok launches day and date on PC along with the PlayStation 5, does that gonna change your buying decision on the game? If it's gonna look out of this world and gets a 95 plus on Metacritic,
No. Why am I gonna go buy a $1,700
that's the problem, right? That's the
computer when
point.
I already got what it can
See
perform
how
in
fast
front of me?
See how fast you answer my question, right? This is simple logic. Why don't people understand this shit? It boggles
I
my
don't think
mind.
things will go day and date though, because that's unless they plan on
No,
getting rid of
even
hardware.
see, this is the
but-
point I brought it up to him. He's pissed off at a game which is 5 years old almost, going to PC, right?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Go to Xbox? If you're worried about that, that shit goes day and date. It has for a long time.
Dude,
So
if
I don't know. Would you go play Nintendo? I don't know.
it doesn't
I
make
don't know what to tell
sense.
you.
See, the only reason I'm gonna be pissed off at Sony, shall I tell you one scenario which is gonna completely piss me off? That is, if God of War Ragnarok is gonna release exclusively on PC and completely abandon the PlayStation 5. That is the one scenario I'm gonna be pissed off, right? That's the
Yeah,
only scenario.
I won't be happy if it comes up with PC too, because I'd like them to focus on, you know what I mean, one
But-
spec, and then whatever you put 20
No,
people on and work
the
on that
point
shit for 2
is,
years to get the
see,
PC,
I've
whatever. I don't care.
invested in getting a PlayStation 5 because I know what Sony PlayStation AAA first party exclusives are like, right? I've been invested in every single goddamn console just because of the exclusives. Third party games are just a icing on
Half
the
the
cake.
Xbox guys buy a freaking PlayStation just to play the exclusives. It's like, well, why do you have the other? Like,
That's
what do you have the other
See,
machine?
that's the question I'm asking. I don't think any of these dudes have a decent PC, right? They do not have a PC. They just act as if Sony needs to like serve them. They think Sony's their slaves because they have bought into their ecosystem. Customers are getting what they want on the PlayStation side, right? Why the fuck do you care about what game goes to PC? If you get the game which is going to PC day and date, right? Does that
I'll be upset
change?
if they start doing like Xbox though, and they're
Yeah.
putting day and date, and they're
See,
putting games
that's
on
I'm gonna
our
be
PC
upset as
before
well.
freaking system.
Nelson,
Like,
what I'm
what?
saying
Excuse
is,
me?
I'm gonna be upset as well. But the problem is it gonna stop me from buying that game?
No, but I'm gonna be
Right?
pissed.
Yeah, it's fine to be
I'm gonna
pissed.
yell a lot.
True, go ahead and yell as much as you want. But if you have seen 250% revenue returns came for launching Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. Have you gone through that? Sony made a lot of money for launching Horizon Zero Dawn on PC via Steam. It was a successful
I don't know how much
campaign.
they made. I don't think it sold over 1 million though.
No, the sales is not the problem. What returns they got of putting the game on Steam, it was 250% as per the actual Sony financials. Right? Are they gonna go for something which is gonna get them money, or are they gonna go and make decisions based on your fucking emotions?
They can put small teams on to work on like porting stuff over time, older stuff. And
But they are
20
gonna
people
do
can do it
that.
in like 2 years. You're not
That's
taking that
what
much
they're
out of
gonna
there.
do right now. That is what they're
And they
focusing
take that
on.
money and invest it into their studios. That's what they're doing. Look how much money they're spending.
See, no
They're
matter
spending
what,
almost 20 billion fucking dollars in the next three years. Like, how much?
there was like
Did you say billion with a B?
Yeah. Not
Was a
millions.
B,
dude.
right?
Yep. It's in some like 70 trillion yen. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you are into an ecosystem, if you're attached to an ecosystem, as long as you get what you desire, that's the end of it. People were saying, why the fuck are you buying MLB The Show 21? It's on Game Pass, right? Who the fuck cares, man? I own a PlayStation 5. I'm happy paying $70
What
for a game.
happens when that leaves? When that leaves in 3 or 6 months?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm fine paying $70 for a game which I know I'm gonna enjoy. Then why the fuck do I care? Right?
So you're gonna pay to rent it, then you're gonna pay to buy it too? Like, do you
Then
wait
you're not
before
gonna
you shit too?
See, the problem with all these free-to-play games, or all these games, or even demos, for instance, if something is served to you in excess, you're gonna lose interest to complete shit. That's what is happening. That's the reason why people do not complete games on Game Pass, right? You have so much shit to
They're
taste.
sampling shit.
Yeah, it's like sampling shit. It's like a wine tasting thingy. You cannot own a bottle of wine, so you're gonna pay like an entry fee and try to taste 200 different types of wine. Is it gonna like completely quench your thirst or your craving for some good quality wine? Absolutely not. So this was a short mini podcast kind of thing, Nelson. That's the reason I think we need to wrap up now. What I'm saying is, this is a message I'm going to tell to all the listeners right now. Myself, Dunaya, as well as Nelson, our opinion is same. What I'm going to put the messaging to everyone is, as long as you're going to get the content which you love, which makes you happy, which makes you invest in a console which you are on right now, screw what goes where. Even if, just for a comparison sake, even if the next God of War Ragnarok dropped day and date on Game Pass, I'm gonna buy the game and play on my PS5 because I own a PS5 right now. Forget Game Pass. Just give an example. If it drops day and date on Game Pass Ultimate on PC, not on Xbox, just for instance, is it gonna change this thing for me? I'm gonna be, as Nelson mentioned, I'm gonna be completely like pissed off. I'm gonna go like batshit crazy. I'm gonna throw so many curses at Sony. That's fine. That's
Yo,
human
you play a
behavior.
lot of MLB. What if you had Game Pass? What would it do for you? You can rent. You can pay $45 to play it
I
for
would have
3
bought
months,
the
and then you
game.
got to buy it for 50.
I would have bought it for 50, dude. If Xbox was the only console I owned, even if it was on Game Pass, because I've been playing the game since multiple years. I know I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
play
what I'm
the game.
saying. So what? It's in there 3 or 6 months or whatever. So
Then-
you mostly play that game. You pay $45 or whatever, or $90 if you play it for 6 months. Then it leaves. Then you got to buy the shit.
Just to the perspective, right? I got that like digital deluxe kind of edition on the PS5, which I paid $80 for that game. I'm happy. I've already put in 160 hours into the game, dude. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I
Isn't
see
it?
you on it every damn day.
Yeah, 160 hours already, dude. Isn't it like crazy? As I mentioned last
Mhm.
year, I played 1,600 hours of that game.
I know. I seen it. I had to go back up when I was looking at some of your recent games or whatever. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Shit, yeah. Anyways, just
Yo,
recently,
you know, Music Plus Gamecast. You know, Music Plus Gamecast. You know
Yeah.
how many hours he's got on Horizon Zero Dawn?
hmm.
1,300 change.
Oh my God,
Over 1,600.
how the fuck?
Mhm. Plays it every day.
Oh my God, that's nice, man. That's nice to listen. So what I'm saying is, value is subjective. If you're getting what you desire from your console, which you have invested, whether it goes to Game Pass, whether it goes to PC, whether it goes to Xbox, that is null and void. Because where you're playing, if that has been taken off the shelves, right, just for some goddamn reason, if Uncharted 4 is unplayable on a PlayStation 4 because it launched on PC, then you gotta be mad. So there is a fine line between being a fanboy and being a passionate gamer. So what I'm saying is, Nelson, I'm a passionate PlayStation gamer. I'm not a fucking Sony pony or a fanboy. So that's the fine line, right? Why should I be completely pissed off? I'm gonna be pissed off, but it doesn't change my buying decisions, right? Will it
Yeah.
gonna change?
You want? I gotta throw this out there before I forget. Okay.
Yeah.
All these Xbox guys are like, oh, we got Bethesda, we got Fallout, we got Skyrim, and all that shit. It's like you're always talking about our single player fucking walking simulator, but and you're all excited for this. What the fuck do you think that is, dumbass? That's the same thing without dialogue.
Dude, Fallout is an open world filled with shit, filled with bugs, and they are capping for that. Starfield, they have seen a single logo out of it. They have
Yeah,
zero.
but it's supposed to be a single player. It's supposed to be a single player game, right?
Did
Supposed to be. That's what I've heard.
Did you see official Twitter account of Microsoft posting the reveal of the Xbox Bethesda event, which is gonna go live in June? Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, they had to combine them.
Right? What was the title of that tweet? It says games, games, games 3 times. I'm gonna
yeah, if you-
flip the shit out of these Xbox if they're gonna show a single fucking CGI trailer without in-game footage of gameplay like
no,
they did.
I'm guessing they've had a lot of teams where you're gonna see a little bit of gameplay,
True,
but it probably took a lot of time out of development.
but I think they
So they're
need to
probably
prove
like, yo, we've been
themselves a lot.
getting heat. They're gonna go. They went to their development teams like probably 6 months ago and like, look, we're getting a lot of heat for no gameplay. We gotta show these guys something to keep them interested.
Yeah.
So whatever the hell y'all working on right now, y'all need to put some gameplay together.
But the problem is they
3
need
minutes,
to
4
prove
minutes, whatever.
themselves, right? Sony are not in a position where they need to constantly prove themselves. They have already proven. Xbox is in a situation wherein if this E3 presentation of Xbox come Bethesda
Idiot.
flops, I don't think they can get back anymore. The only thing which is holding back PlayStation 5 sales right now is the lack of supply. The demand is incredible, dude. it would have completely crushed the Xbox. Do you know why many people are even there are some subset of people who are getting an Xbox Series X or an S because they are unable to find a PlayStation 5 in stores right now. Just imagine with the adequate supply, man, it's gonna crush the competition, which is gonna be like even more pathetic than the PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One era. I think PlayStation 5, it's sitting in a better position than the PlayStation 4 last year. Don't you agree?
It is outselling. It's outpacing it.
Yeah, it's outpacing the PS4. That's a huge
If there
deal.
was demand right now, that shit would be at like 15, 20 million.
Yeah, that's what. With the
Easy.
pandemic and shit like that. So, my take to all the fanboys is there is this one concept in psychology, you know, that if you are like a person who is like a shut in, or if you have low self esteem, this comes from like a psychology which I read. What I'm saying is, if you have low self esteem, you're gonna compare yourself to something which you're passionate upon, and you're gonna deserve, or so what do you say, get the pleasure if that something wins. That's what these Xbox are doing. They are passionate towards Xbox and they have low self esteem. That's the reason they become fanboys. Isn't it crazy, man? If you want to put your happiness in the hands of someone else, that's what you get. You get fanboys. See, Nelson, the same point I'm telling you again. If Starfield, if Halo Infinite, if even, which is that project, Dark, any of the games.
They have the set or whatever coming out.
Okay, just
I think
for
it's
an
an indie
instance,
game, but it looks
if
pretty good.
any of those games become extremely, like, incredible, they look extremely incredible with a high Metacritic score, all of a sudden they look stunning. They ooze the quality of a Sony AAA first party. They are like a GOTY contender kind of games. I'm happy to buy an Xbox Series X. End of argument, dude. I love playing games, but right
I
now,
bought one expecting that.
Did you
Well,
get-
Gears of 5 was pretty good.
did you get a Series X?
Mm-mm.
Not it, right?
Fool me once, shame on me.
You
Fool
got
me
a One
twice,
X, right?
or-
You got a One X,
Yeah.
not a Series
They already
X.
fooled me once. They ain't fooling you again.
That's what I'm getting at. If at all they prove themselves, what's stopping us from buying that, right? Getting into the ecosystem. That's what I'm saying. Instead of acting and
Paul's a
spreading
salesman,
this,
though. He'll get you excited, and he'll keep you excited until you start realizing you're getting old.
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, I keep
Absolutely.
getting excited. Like, I'm seeing a cycle here, like a 10-year cycle. I was all world's most powerful. I got it today. I was
So-
like, so where are the games?
Yeah, that's the problem. So, the final take of tonight, let's wrap up the show. The final take is I'm going to give the Horizon Forbidden West. Actually, I would have given it a 10 out of 10, but I'm subtracting a point because we did not get excited, because we did not get a release date. Because with Sony State of Play usually being 2 months before release date of any game, this extended gameplay. So I felt a little underwhelmed.
I don't think they want to give a date with Ratchet right around the corner.
Might be, but they revealed Ratchet and Clank.
They don't want.
Bang.
Yeah, I know, but it ain't been sold yet.
No,
You
just
see what I'm
before.
saying here?
See, just before Return.
Like, say this shit is coming out August.
Okay, what I'm
People
saying
got
is,
only
Nelson.
so much money, right? Like,
the
I'm gonna get this now. I'm gonna get that later.
No,
you want them
I
to
have
buy
a perfect.
that, and then
I've got a perfect answer to your argument, though. They released the extended gameplay state of play of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart just a week before the release of Returnal. You remember? So I was
yeah, that's a
expecting.
different scale of sales.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's true. But what I say is, I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. What's your score? out of 10. Dreamwalker is here. What's up, brother? I think we are about to wrap up the show anyways. You can watch it as a VOD. But still, Dreamwalker, what's your take on Horizon Forbidden West gameplay reveal? How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you going to rate it? So the same question to you, Nelson. What's your rating for it?
I'm gonna give 8.5 because they didn't say if it was in 60. No release date, and I didn't get to see that many environments either. You know what I mean? They're just kind of in one area. I mean, when I saw it, it looked great, but I know they don't want to show us too much. But they you know what I mean?
You know, I'm gonna watch.
They gave me a couple crackers, and I want the whole package. You know.
See, I'm gonna rewatch that shit on my that big ass TV at 4K now. We don't know whether it's like 60 FPS or even like 30 FPS. Who gives a fuck right now? Because they can do all that stuff during the E3 season with the release date and shit. As Dreamwalker also says, gotta save some stuff for later. They can reveal the date on a later date. Yeah, absolutely, it makes sense. I think come June or July, I think I'm expecting a July reveal release date. As you mentioned, I think I'm gonna go with October. You're gonna go with August, is it?
I said if I was going with October for.
I think it's
for a
gonna
long
be in
time.
October,
But I think maybe they might not be given a date yet because they want to know when like Battlefield's coming out because they're gonna want to try and dodge Call of Duty and they want to get in between those.
But the thing is, one thing.
Or before.
Dreamwalker says 11 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I agree, man. I was expecting a release date. That's the reason I removed a point. But or else, I don't think there's anything on the market with that kind of visuals right now because we watched a compressed version because we were streaming. Anyways, I'm gonna revise my score after watching it at native 4K on the OLED TV big screen. So then I think it's gonna be actually a better job to score it. But once again, dude, I think it was incredible, man. The things they showed, it was not too revealing. I think just a simple gameplay segment of the game, but it showed the underwater, it showed the weather, the clouds and shit, as well as the water physics, even the sand physics. I think the particle effects was incredible, and even Aloy, as you mentioned, the character model was extremely detailed, right? If you compare that to Horizon Zero Dawn, it felt like a PS5 game, man. Even you can damage control by saying it's coming to the PS4, it's gonna be held back, what the fuck? Who gives a shit? I felt that it was a PS5 game. What do you say? Did it feel like a PS4 game? Absolutely not.
No, but did a PS4 look like a PS4 game?
Yeah, that's my question.
No, I mean like last gen. Did that shit look like we said PS1 whoop Series X ass when it comes to visuals on games? You know.
Yeah. See, that's a problem. Xbox Series X, despite having 12 teraflops and being a huge ass fucking monster, doesn't have a game which can show off that architecture, show off that whatever.
On X had very little too. I mean, yeah, Forza looked great. All racing games look great. You know, that's probably the newest AAA racing game.
See, racing games and fighting games are the ones which we need to keep them out of the equation, right? The thing is, there is like it's a focused experience. That's the reason every single generation before. Do you remember how great Tekken 3 looked on the original PlayStation 1?
Hell yeah, I do.
That's what I'm getting at. Fighting games and racing games. Apart from that, anything else?
Yo, even Drive Club came out early in the gen. That was fucking spectacular looking.
Absolutely. So Dreamwalker says they might want to work on it a bit more. I noticed some noticeable popping and close distance. In one instance, I personally don't care, but they're probably aiming for perfection. Absolutely. This is like a work in progress kind of footage. Still. He says Sony's cross-gen is the most next-gen shit out there. Absolutely, dude. A prime example is The Last of Us Part 2. You can sell it like a PS5 game. Nobody's gonna even doubt it. Have you played The Last of Us Part 2 after the 60 FPS patch?
Mm-mm.
Or even the God of War 2018 after the 60 FPS patch?
I played it for like 10 minutes because I don't want to touch it because I'm gonna go through and play it again before the next one comes out.
Yeah, that's true. But it just give you an example, man. Forget Last of Us. God of War 2018. That's like a 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old game. It came out in April 2018. That looks incredibly next gen. That looks like a PS5 game. Yeah, especially after the 60 FPS patch. It looks crisp, and the motion is gorgeous. It looks.
Yeah,
It makes.
Ghost.
But there is this point, Nelson.
Going from Ghost, Assassin's Creed that was a PS4 ported.
Shit.
Oh my god, it's not even a comparison.
Yeah, that is true. Ghost has every what do you say? A screenshot you take in that game looks like a painting, man. It has that charm to it, right? Ghost of Tsushima. It has that unique charm, like it is like completely different. People were asking years upon years for Assassin's Creed to be set in feudal Japan. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they got Ghost of Tsushima, which was even better. That's how crazy it was. Anyways, thanks for dropping in, Dreamwalker. It's great to have you, man. Hit that like button when you're here. So Nelson Gaming, thank you for dropping in again. Naya as well. I think Naya is busy right now. That's the reason he's muted his mic. It was incredible, Joy.
Kids are gonna kill each other. I gotta get off. So
yeah, I think.
God damn it!
I can't wait to go back and look at the 4K stream of that game right now. Anyways, thanks for dropping in. This is Dr. Shivara from the PlayStation Vortex podcast. This is Nelson Gaming, our prime guest on the panel for the 3rd episode straight, and Unaya as well as Dreamwalker. So thanks you guys for watching and even dropping in. I think I'm gonna sign off. Anything you gotta say before that, Nelson?
Oh, I'm about to explode. My kids have just been fighting the whole time.
Yeah, I know that.
God.
I can hear
My
that
wife's
shit.
not feeling well either, so.
Oh, well,
And I can't pay attention to them or listen to them because
kudos,
I'm here.
kudos to you for dropping in.
I gotta
caring,
beat
dude.
some heads.
Shit. I understood. Have a great day. I wish you a amazing sleep after that. Taking care of stuff at home. So, have a good one. Nelson, thanks for dropping in, man. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. I think we're going to sign off. Peace out, people.